this kind of stuff?
You are your body is attempting to resist the spores of the mosses and funguses that have actually been activated and are filling the air like a cloud. The DC is 20.
I'm guessing I could take a resist energy poison, but
It would not be a poison effect. This is not something that's directly damaging.
alright.
Part of me wants to try arguing that maybe I've run across... No.
You've not run across stuff in the Underdark.
It's like, I've run across probably, like, plants before that have been an issue, but probably nothing like this.
I've seen plants, so...
So DC 20 con, well...
I can't spell them, it's fine.
Say, this is a recovery tax rather than doing anything else. Those who failed the DC 20 check just lose a recovery, as your bodies are briefly choked and you're staggered momentarily by the thick cloud of spores before you can escape from it, or set it on fire, whatever the fuck you do, out of, like, spite and vengeance.
That puts me down to 7.
Alright.
Oh, spite and vengeance, certainly a thing.
Yeah, spite and vengeance. Other than that, however, you do not encounter anything else on this day. Of the route that you folks wanted to take, as Dwohurim led you, has effectively been choked by spores. And there's just far too many mosses and mushrooms down there.
Alright.
Oh, crabby one.
Yeah,
Someone else pick one.
To make traveling viable. And group can, like, go to rest again at your camp and...
Alright.
And wake up then
Keep
for
pushing it,
8 day
of course.
2. Yes, I will assume that. I'll go ahead and say that you can go ahead and whoever wants to tackle it next will roll a d20. If you get the same result, I will just move to another location on the list.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Just a d20.
Yes, Aurelia gets a gumption of where she might want to head next. And she takes you away. You die. No.
Rocks fall.
Yes.
9 is the death roll.
Dwohurim, did you use your mittens?
I will go ahead and reveal a bit here, just sort of like scouting, just for purposes before I put you guys back on the map, to just sort of like show like your trek through. The group moves through a wide area of tunnels full of loose rock and dirt. The tunnels are very... it's as if they've been recently sort of like dug through or like moved through, although you don't see any tracks to indicate that individuals like dwarves or like pickaxes or things have been used. At least nothing that's at least, identifiable for any of you folks. And as Aurelia is continuing to lead you through this location, she will feel, she is the lead one here, beneath her feet, the ground beginning to tremble.
Oh.
This is a warning event from God to all of you, as this is your first time encountering this situation, and usually this thing can surprise, but in this case, it will not. If you folks choose to immediately trek back the way you've come, and spend your one action, basically your entire turn, because you will have a turn to act before this, God will not hold it against you. You will not take a campaign loss. This day will just be a wash. Alternatively, you can spend your turns doing something else other than running at maximum speed, in which case, should you choose to flee in the future, you will take a campaign loss.
I mean, I don't see why we should stay if this is what
run.
I think it is.
Run.
We've been warned. We should probably take that warning seriously.
Yes,
I
let's
think
run.
so.
Yes. Let's not fight the huge worm.
Your rest of the day, as you folks begin running for your dear lives and appearing around the corner, you hear the ground burst behind where you were with a massive shriek.
Bad choice, Aurelia. Let's not go that way.
And you make it back to basically like campsite, like So,
Nope.
that day happened.
Let's pretend that never happened.
And if you get that number again, that one's not going off the table. That will send you back to it, and it will not give you warning that time.
I mean, that worm's probably left. Let's go that path again.
It would basically be like, well, guys, I mean, I didn't mean to end up back here. Shit. All these tunnels, they're so confusing.
This place looks familiar.
Yeah, I feel like I've been... Oh, fuck me.
There are footsteps. Someone ran.
A great deal. Oh, fuck. Why? Well, there's a chalk outline. I wonder who's been down here.
I mean, it wasn't the one, so it could be worse.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
So maybe Geráck will take us to a cave now?
I could roll. Sure.
Or it could, I mean. As long as you roll a 20, I'm happy.
Okay.
Over 14.
A 14 effect. Geráck strikes off on his own path, hopefully staying far away from that massive trembling, which would indicate perhaps the grinder worm's hunting grounds, which you made the great misfortune of bumbling into. While you do not encounter any enemies, Geráck, with his keen eyes and quick wit, manages to uncover a secret cache of food supplies, of animal and plant matter. Everyone gets another week of trail rations.
Oh my god. That is
Jesus.
good.
So if need be, you can stay down here for even longer, like if something happens to your food.
Yeah, I now have 30. Great.
Are you complaining?
No. I guess I could share some. We could have a feast.
Yes,
Does
you could
anyone
have a
not have
feast.
any?
If you don't have any at this point, you've done something wrong.
Like swimming in acid with it, but
Yes.
Yeah,
okay,
that's-
good. Good. We have more food. That's a nice thing. That's good.
It is. So now it's Dark's turn then.
Assuming God has nothing else to give us.
Oh, tomorrow
Let's
it's
see.
Everett the Vel's wedding.
That's already passed.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, we were going down here too.
Okay, no, Dark, you can go ahead and roll.
Oh.
Should have fought it when we had the extra action.
Do we want to fight it?
No.
You don't get a choice now.
Well,
No.
you certainly do get a choice. It's
But
gonna
it's a
have to be a
campaign loss choice.
The campaign loss is bad.
So-
Question
so-
mark.
Yes. It's
Are we gonna try to fight it and
we're
just...
gonna try to fight it at least, right?
I mean, it has been known to swallow entire adventuring parties whole and just...
Hey, we'll
devour
fight
them.
inside of it.
It's
We have acid potion.
At initial glance, this doesn't seem like much. It does look to appear like new terrain. Like, oh yeah, Jasmine and Mirv, who really can't see down here, and just your dim light sources, you trek along a new path into the darkness. But then you start noticing the same loose rock formations. And then you start noticing the ground. Like, oh, it looks like it's been churned up recently. And honeycomb passageways fit for a gargantuan creature. Oh dear. You have bumbled right back into the grinder worms' hunting grounds. A realization which unfortunately comes a little too late. As
Yeah,
it will get a surprise round.
Oh god, why?
Roll for initiative. As basically right in the square that you guys are in, bursting out from the ground, is a mammoth creature. Gargantuan engine of destruction. Terrifying in length and size. It's difficult for me to, I don't want to describe to you how you folks feel, but this thing could certainly collapse entire buildings. As a herald did note, this creature, he definitely, rightly assumed, is responsible for the mini-quakes that are happening in this region. All of your characters, especially the dwarves, would have heard stories of a grinder worm, the purple worm, the slab breaker, the crush mouth. A beast terrifying. One of the reasons why the Dwarf King pays extra special attention to safeguarding his treasure vault, for some say that these purple worms do so love to devour true magical items.
No.
Along with many other things. The creature bursts out, and since Jasmine was the one who's led us, as a quick action, it bursts free from the ground, and as a standard action, it immediately lashes out and attempts to devour Jasmine with its devouring maw. 31 versus physical defense.
That's not good.
Yes.
I ask again, should we fight this?
She's in its body.
That is a natural even hit, yes.
At least it's not a 20, right?
You know, I would be happy if it had a 20 of 31. Everything considered.
Although, at this particular instance,
I will probably take half, I guess.
I would like that.
okay. And, immediately with, like a chirp of surprise, from Mirv as, the grinder worm pops up out and, scoops Jasmine and closes up completely. And, then you folks can roll for initiative for me.
Hope you taste as bad as she smells. Monster.
I assume I can still act while
Yes, you certainly can still act. And
being swallowed.
Damn it.
there are rules for doing such. Side of it. Okay.
Remember your terrain's Underdark.
Yeah, we can.
This one presumably can be
It's
dazed.
D6. Oh, still 6. You know, it's kind of hard to put a train stop while I'm inside a creature.
Yes.
Like, I can't use the terrain. Well, I guess you could, like, poke its rib. I don't know. I don't think it
not
has
the
ribs,
terrain.
though. It's a
That's not the terrain.
worm.
We have this from you, and this from you. Okay.
Yeah,
Why
that's
are
not
there
me.
more things?
So it's actually the enemies that'll be acting first then.
Oh.
Ah, sh-
Aurelia and Geráck and Dwohurim crawling out of the very skin and scales of this horrid creature, this gargantuan engine of destruction and terror, are purple and green giant beetles that begin to swarm from the grinder worm's back. They
There's so many beetles.
Yes.
Moop
And
of beetles.
yes, there's an entire mob of 5 mooks. Let's see here. And, well, go ahead and give them their attacks. Who would they go after in this case?
Geráck, of course.
Engaged. You know? Sure. All 5 of them will rear back, and as they're flying above the purple worm now, they will let out lashes of lightning at Geráck and attempt to zap him.
Oh no! Fuck.
That is,
Why?
that is 50 points of lightning damage.
Hit better than I do.
As, that powerful lightning crackle just zips all through its plate armor and into its health. This will go after Geráck.
Well, I'm down then.
I mean, it's
Alright.
I'm just down.
good that they're used. I mean,
That's another 50 points of lightning damage.
man, I wish I had that like amulet to teleport back to the academy.
This will be against Aurelia. That is a ranged attack that targets physical defense sheep.
Alright, let's see if I can do something about that. With this, let's roll a save. Nope.
That is.
I'll take the full 20 then.
Yep, that is a 25. That is a natural.
25. Okay.
This will be against Aurelia. That will be a miss, so 5 lightning damage.
Okay. That's fine.
And then that will be a hit, but an odd. Go ahead and do your save. Okay. Half damage. So another 10 from that.
So 15, 75. Okay.
So now it's Aurelia's turn. So you folks can take a campaign loss, especially because of the oil that's covering your bodies. Normally, you would have to wait until the grinder worm is staggered before you could attempt to escape. But the purple worm, although it could eat you, is not that damn interested in consuming you. Like, it, swallows up Jasmine, so he's, dangling there at the teeth. You can take the campaign loss right now, if all of you can give me a flavorful description for how you drag Geráck's body and then Jasmine out of this fucking area.
I mean, do we?
The problem is we might get this again.
Yes, but
This,
I'm down currently.
This result, now that you've come here enough to see the grinder worm, this will be crossed off.
Okay.
But
I was worried
campaign
to
losses, campaign loss is always really bad, isn't it?
Yeah, but I instantly took 100 damage and went down. I don't.
Geráck did
like
just
this.
take 100 points of damage, and Jasmine has been swallowed. And normally cannot escape until the purple worm is staggered.
But Aurelia, think about this. If we lose here, we lost in an honorable fight, wouldn't have to worry about what happens on the surface anymore.
No, I'm not asking this like in character. I'm pretty sure this is very much a
Yeah.
on that note, I have a mechanical question. I have an ability that lets one ally pop free. Would that work in this particular circumstance?
Again, for who?
Let me just click the button here.
For Jasmine, I think you.
Jasmine is not engaged. She's been swallowed. It would be difficult for her to pop free because she's been nom 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 nom. She
So
can't pop free. But...
Yeah, I mean, do we have to decide? Well, do we even have a chance
we have to
here?
decide on our turn, and it's that monster staying next.
On any PC's turn, Team PC may decide per the rules to say, we're out of here.
And the thing is, there's like a larvae and that big thing who's going to want to eat someone.
Yeah, and the grinder worm has the next turn, and it will probably do some horrible thing to Jasmine.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
We rolled shit initiative, basically.
We did.
Yes,
And
that
that-
compounded the situation too. You guys
Fuck.
rolling terrible.
We got a
for
full mook attack, and they got a surprise on it as well. So basically, they get
And double 20, yeah.
2.
Yeah, there's a big chance that we're all gonna die here, and it's not worth it.
initiative. The grinder worm
we-
does not care about taking prisoner.
I guess we have to take the loss here. I agree.
Alright. Then go ahead and describe as a group how this escape looks, and that would include contribution from Dark as well, as Jasmine dangles from the fucking teeth before she's gulped up into the maw.
But not Geráck, I'm assuming.
They're gonna have to drag him away.
Yep.
I guess the first thing that would happen is Aurelia looking completely shocked and panicked towards Dwohurim.
He's like, nope. Nope. Go.
Followed by, I guess, what I originally mechanically tried to do with Jasmine, although since this is just flavor, I guess it could just work here. Aurelia punching the worm essentially right in its...
Knocking a tooth loose or something? Leaping up?
Basically just distracting it with one strike and then just a punch into its esophagus, if a worm even has that. I mean, a worm is...
Probably several, but...
Probably several, who knows. But just in such an awkward spot that it spits out Jasmine. And then we probably just try to pick up the dwarf and book it.
Doing that, Dwohurim was gonna grab Geráck and can I now both flavorfully and not stuff a potion in his face? Championship potion, here, go.
Yep.
I'll give you one of those
Alright,
in your
Meanwhile,
mouth.
Meanwhile, Jasmine rolling across the ground, she was knocked out of the mouth, stumbling and just running behind the dwarf in absolute terror and screaming.
Yes.
Take it. Take health.
You have had the severe misfortune of bumbling into the hunting grounds of the grinder worm. And
Twice.
now that you know how those look, there was another option on the D20 that would take you there, and that will also be removed from the list.
We know not to come here anymore.
As it turns out, this is a bad area.
You've been burned and learned.
What is it, 2d8? extra?
2d8, yeah. And the
I know-
maximum is 60, I think.
So I have been burned, I have been nearly swallowed, and we haven't even been here a week.
I'm not feeling that bad, honestly. I shocked myself in the face, but that's really the worst thing that's happened.
Yeah, good
Which
for
says
you.
a lot of
Good
things,
for
doesn't
you.
it?
Your entire day is spent effectively fleeing in stark terror from the grinder worm as it does its damnedest with its purple larvae and parasitic lightning beetles burrowing out of its skin to hunt you down.
Now I know why that one guy was willing to swim through the acid.
And
Ah!
it is only through sheer tenacity that you manage to escape and lose yourselves in the caverns.
The real lose.
Run for your life!
But where in the world have you ended up? This would definitely be a situation where you folks are lost as you are ending the day.
Campaign lost, even.
Ah, 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 ah,
And it staggered you.
I have been staggered. God, God.
Uh,
Why?
I'm
You
also
can only take one action from now on, DM.
Oh, shit. Nope, we're not using that. We're using 13th Agelist. I have a special ability that activates when I'm staggered.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Yes. The next day, I will go ahead and say that you're lost, which means that orienting yourselves, like finding your escape path, would be difficult. And would certainly take a skill check to do so. Alternatively, you could spend the entire day and basically reorient yourselves and find your way back to your original campsite.
I think finding a way out might, but making sure we know how to get out might be.
Like, you guys have taken enough precautions that if you spend, like, the entire day, like, where's the fucking chalk line? Where did we put it? You can find the chalk line.
This area is not on my map.
Well, there's two ways. There's one way back. It leads through the worm place.
We don't want to take that.
Let's find a different way back.
Yeah, let's just live down here. I mean, eating this fungus not so bad.
I mean, you guys certainly did get, like, an extra week's worth of trail rations. Food, water might be starting to be troublesome now, as this is the 5th day you've been down here.
We haven't found any water?
No, not in any
Jeez.
meaningful quality, no.
Damn.
So
Well, I mean,
finding a way back, or
sure, but then we need to find water.
Yeah.
So, because, yeah.
how long would it take to get back from our original campsite, basically?
We
to
spent
the
a
surface?
day
It's
doing
A
it.
pretty
day.
much spending, like, this entire day, like, trying to retrace your steps in the Underdark. Because...
Yeah, but
we-
from there, how long does it take to get to the surface?
It would take, you would basically, you would be able to exit back to the surface within a day. You would reach the Acid River and be able to go across, and then all those other things. So, being at your campsite means that you're a day away from grass.
Alright. So when our water starts to run out, we really need to leave.
The point is, if we leave them, we're not coming back.
No.
Yeah.
We're not, but we're not gonna, like, die down here because we
So-
can't drink.
But could we just, like, use this as a new rendezvous route?
Sure,
I guess.
you could design that as the new rendezvous location. The problem is that you don't really know where this is in relation to...
No, but we could go look now and see if we can find water and such, and then we can always, like, if that fails, we can trek back.
Sure.
Sure.
Find our way back, right?
See.
Because this is a new area. We're further away. Maybe there's new things we haven't...
You folks
Sure,
could,
sure.
like, say, spend the time to try and find, like, quality sources of water. There might be a small stream around here.
Yeah. I think
Right,
we just
let's-
try to
let's do
find
that.
water, specifically.
I won't make you guys roll a skill check for that. It is one of a few results on the D20, and I'll just say that the four of you in concert, spending time, are able to perhaps make a new campsite next to a small stream of water, which might end up being a better campsite, because it's next to a supply of water. Where it's a good thing you guys encountered the grinder worm. And I'll cross that off the list, and
I cross off all the food.
Yep. I'll cross
Yep.
off all of these stream results, because those were a few results. And, you folks
57
can
left.
make your little base camp there.
Not so bad. Right now. It's excellent.
Those beetles were...
Monstrous.
let's hope we don't see that thing again.
Yeah, let's not go in that area. At least we fled to this place, so it didn't come here. But as they say, there's always a bigger fish.
I suppose. There are technically living dungeons down here.
That eat grinder worms. It's
Maybe.
terrifying.
I don't know what they eat.
Let's just not find out.
Yeah.
Okay. Day 6 of your expedition. Your guys are technically lost, but you made a new campsite next to a stream of water. And you can either spend the time getting unlost, or you can search the Underdark again, perhaps finding those damn flinge things.
Let's find the damn flensers.
Should I make the roll again, since I am the only one to get the good thing?
Sure.
Oh!
Okay.
That's
Result of a
like
20.
beaten down flensers laying on the ground, gagged, for me to execute.
Yeah,
The trip through the Underdark, perhaps being lost, has had some other benefits. I go ahead and drag you folks off into the darkness, as the ground, the hard ground in this particular case rather than loose soil, gives way to some strange matter of metal. And it is not a metal that any of you have seen. A weird, curious substance that lines some sort of, like, floor, a plateau. The area around is extremely dark, only lit by your light sources that you carry. However, the light is shining off the metal beneath you, which does create an awkward effect around your eyes, as it is a rather dazzling display. The rocks and other sort of like mosses and other features of the Underdark have broken away from this point, as you appear to be standing on some sort of metallic, cool and smooth panel.
Oh,
we need to mine this.
why?
It's... Look at it!
Yeah,
I've
but
never seen anything like this before.
let's look for potential enemies first.
I suppose.
That whole city idea sounds pretty good now, huh?
Yes, yes. It does.
So, I guess we look around.
And as you begin walking and making observations, you hear chittering sounds, like perhaps someone giggling or cackling in the darkness.
Oh god, no.
Ah, surface dwellers. It's been so long. Yes, it has been so long. Welcome to the arena.
What?
There is movement in the shadows, all around you folks, except for the direction in which you came. The arena. And we see that you have brought... So that explains much about why you've ended up here. Few would dare to travel into these depths without cause or purpose.
Who are you?
Our names are many and unimportant for you, but those academically informed would call us soul flensers.
I see.
What are the rules of this arena?
Rules? The same as... And at that point, chittering sounds begin to be heard, coming from the northwest and then from the east.
Geráck readies himself.
Prayers of the wreck house. Yeah.
Yeah, draws bow. Place the hand on quiver.
Drinks soul cleanser potion.
That's good, that's good. That is something that you can do immediately before combat, especially because they informed you that they were soul flensers.
Yeah.
Do we each have one of those?
No.
No,
No.
only I. But you don't need it because you haven't been flitzed.
Yeah, it's to help him get his powers back.
Sure,
Right.
sheep. Sure, sheep. Seeing as how you've had some time before, if you want to do that
Yeah.
now. Okay.
Good. So, yeah, that's good enough.
Go ahead and roll for initiative.
Finally, a good result.
I got a good result as well.
I
Also, Manaki.
Oh yeah.
Stunned feature.
Uh,
I'll take it.
Okay. Yes, a roll of 20 was going to give you exactly what you were looking for. Flensed!
Now we have to find a way out after this.
Roll of 20 is giving you what you're looking for. Death.
maybe.
Pretty much. That is one hell of an initiative check up there.
Just gonna add the terrain stun to my initiative roll.
Okay. Geráck got a 15.
Oh, I forgot.
It's okay.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
It's fine. It is this creature who acts first. Not visible to you folks in your light sources. Actually, that's no fun. Let's go ahead and let the arena, the metal floor beneath you, light up. And a glorious display, flash of colors. Hooray!
How fanciful.
Yes, we'll go ahead and give you, at least someone, normal vision.
I can see.
Yes.
Actually, Aurelia can see technically.
Yes.
That's soul flensers, huh?
Yes. The soul flensers have rubbery skin, glowing eyes, and look similar to how Creel did, with oddly fashioned clothes and tentacular appendages. Although Creel did not have any around his nose or mouth area where that would be on a humanoid. They do look vaguely humanoid, but their eyes glow with power and with malice. This beautiful guy over here, he will go ahead and attempt to use his Soul Blast, targeting, well, all three of you are nearby in a group. Geráck, Dwohurim, and Jasmine. This is against Geráck. 21 versus mental defense.
That's a miss.
That is a miss against you. That is a... Nope, that doesn't qualify for anything. This is against Dwohurim. That's a miss against Dwohurim. That doesn't qualify for anything. And this is against Jasmine. That is a natural odd hit. Jasmine will take 35 points of psychic damage. But nothing more happens to you, for you're not already weakened.
35 points.
35 points of psychic damage. As the Flenser extends its face tentacles, and a wave of psychic power rolls over the group that Aurelia just manages to avoid. The Flensed mob then goes into action, and both of the Flensers like point at various targets, and they will begin to move in. This one will go after Geráck. I'll go ahead and handle his attack first. That will be a miss. This one will go after Aurelia.
Sure.
That will miss. Okay. This one will go after Jasmine. Go ahead and put it here. That will miss. And then these two, sensing that Dwohurim has been weakened already, power has been flensed, will both go after him. 25 versus armor class.
That's 40 damage. I think that's a good thing to use my shield for.
Okay.
Yeah, I would agree.
Go ahead and re-roll the attack. That is a miss, and then the second
It's
one will
actually
attack.
yeah. All right. It was a miss anyway.
That's a one.
Both of the Flins managed to miss Dwohurim. Everyone engaged, but all misses. All misses, thanks to Dwohurim's power.